Hello, dear friends. Happy Life, chapter 118 today. Accept people as they are. This arrogant, disagreeable person is sick and probably does not know it. The intractable colleague is unhappy on the inside. The demanding acquaintance over there has frazzled nerves. Some, those who seem prideful, are merely trying to hide their conflicts. Others, those who appear indifferent, have terrible fears. The earth is a massive hospital for souls. Those who see you only on the surface have no way of really knowing you. Grant people the freedom to be who they are and not who you expect them to be. Interesting message speaks about accepting people as they are. And how can we do that? Sometimes we see people who bring in us a lot of negative feelings that we just want to push them away, not be nearby. But if we use the approach that Joanna is recommending, remembering when she says that, Earth is this massive hospital for souls. So every single person, including you and me, we're struggling. We're struggling with self-love. We're struggling with our spiritual identity and not knowing who we are. We're struggling with our confidence. We're struggling in recognizing our place in this universe. So that's what makes us all humans, and it's very much a common denominator for our humanity in this stage of consciousness that we find ourselves. Someone who is extremely pride is usually someone who deep inside feels like extremely inadequate or not enough, lacking. And that person takes on this behavior that on the outside creates this illusion of being big, of being more, right? Of grandiosity. That is just a mask for how that person truly feels deep inside. So she talks about the prideful, right? Or someone who is intractable or demanding. I mean, all those are situations where, again, there is a wound inside. There are areas of frailty, human frailty, that need to be addressed. And sometimes that person is you. Sometimes the person's it's me. We are perceived that way. And we are perceived that way because the person who is pointing fingers and labeling us as prideful or anything else has not spent enough time with us to get to know us and to understand where we're coming from and to understand our fears and our history, right? So if he or she could have a better sense of who we are, then it would be much easier perhaps to deal with these behaviors that others perceive on the surface, but and they exist on the surface, but they would understand where they're coming from, their true nature, right? So it goes both ways. We can use this when we are looking at others, but we can also understand that the same way that we look at people and we react to what we see externally, people are doing the same with us. So what she's proposing is that, look, everybody here has a struggle. We're all struggling at some level. We're all trying to defend ourselves. We are doing our best in each given day. So just accept people as they are. They're not going to be in that place forever. You're not going to be in this place forever, right? We are all growing. We are all learning. Some of us, yes, more actively, more like hands-on. Some of us being like pushed by life and by pain and by the circumstances that God brings that helps us to progress and to evolve. But the reality is that everybody's going to get there. And so if we can be a little bit more compassionate, if we can be a little bit more respectful, if we can understand that people are not evil, they're frail ultimately, then we'll be better equipped to live in society and to deal and to be compassionate and to have empathy with all kinds of peoples, and to do what Joanna is proposing here, to grant freedom for people to be who they are, as well as, in the same way that we wish to be respected and to be given the freedom to be who we are. And none of us is an angel, right? So we all need this mercifulness and compassion and understanding from others. So let's try to act this way towards others as well.